never know when you set out on something, trying to put something together. And we have worked trying to get that done and asking for whatever direction. And Ms. Tomlin at LCOC has just been a tremendous leader in trying to say, here's what you can do if you do this, maybe we can do that. And then we got Mr. Coburn involved from Southwestern, and he has worked with Alice Tomlin trying to get this all done. And I've just sort of sat in the background work and saying, here's what we need to do, but you tell me how we can get it done. So that's what we have before us today.
So we're looking like 30 meetings a day, 5 days a week?
Up to that'd be the most we can do, I think, at this juncture without expanding.
I think it's a wonderful idea. I mean, as those of you in the audience can tell, this commission, I think, is headed in the right direction because we put the two groups around this county that I believe are the most vulnerable ahead. That's children and the seniors. And the situation at McCorkle was a very unfortunate situation that I hated to see happen. And I hated that even one day the food program was lost in that area. And I don't think we can wait one more day to get this program back up and running. So I move that we buy the truck, help buy the truck, and put up the $20,000 necessary.
Now this goes to LCOC.
It'll be a donation to LCOC.
I'll second that.
Been motion and second. Be an all yes vote. Motion carries. And one sidebar is we found out yesterday, it's one of those things that you think, look back, it could have been a bad situation. So another good plus was we found, they walked in yesterday morning at McCorkle and they could smell raw gas. Well, we immediately started trying to get people there to check it. Found 3 serious leaks in the gas line in the kitchen. So we had to turn the gas off, do a lot of plumbing, and take out one of the old stoves that's in there. But just glad it was happened. They found it before striking a match or something like that. It was completely full of gas yesterday morning. So it's just one of those things that it's proved to be worth closing probably, just although we had a lot of problems with it, but if it saved somebody's life or something, it's worth that for sure. But the gas thing is corrected, and one of the stoves has been disconnected, and the pipelines have been replaced. So
And it enhances the service of delivering food to the people of that area, and that's what matters.
all right, thank you all.
Next thing on the agenda is new business. I need a motion to approve the bills as submitted for payment.
Second.
Been motion and seconded. Again, all yes vote, motion carries.
I need a motion to approve the appointments, bills, and settlements as submitted for Donaldson Road Clerk.
So moved.
Motion and second, again, all yes vote, motion carries.
I need a motion to approve appointments done in vacation of Lincoln County Commission by Donaldson Road Clerk as follows. Sherry Wagner is executive of the estate of Irvin Lambert Jr., Connie Wheeler is administrator of the estate of Donna Marie Maskell. Linda Jones is executive to the estate of Joseph H. Jones Jr. Thelma Maxine Osborne is executive to the estate of Wandle H. McComas. Scott Smith is executive to the estate of Jill Suzanne Smith.
Second.
Been motion and second, being all yes vote, motion carries.
Next thing is, we received a request from the Lincoln County Little League Ranger area, and I need a motion to approve a donation to the Lincoln County Little League Ranger area in the amount of $1,500.
So just before we make that motion, just so the public's aware, Amanda Sober with that league contacted me in that area, like this area. The interest in youth sports continues to grow, so the Ranger area now has 2 new teams, which is a wonderful thing for that area. So I moved to give the $1,500 necessary.
I'll second.
The motion and second, being all yes, motion carries.
I need a motion to adopt a resolution in support of the community participation grant program for the Lincoln County Parks and Recreation for the Ranger Community Center fields in the amount of $10,000 and give Charles S. McCann, President, authorization to sign the stated documents.
Yellow.
Second.
The motion and second, being all yes vote, motion carries.
I need a motion to adopt a resolution in support of the community participation grant program for the Lincoln County Parks and Recreation for the Hamlin Fitness Trail, Hearts Veterans and Community Center, exercise equipment, and Ranger Park in the amount of $30,000 and give Charles S. McCann, President, authorization to sign the stated documents.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second, being all yes, motion carries.
Next thing on the agenda is public comments. Is anyone in the audience that would like to speak that's not on the agenda?
just have something I need to give the commission. I guess this is where you want me?
If that's where you want to be.
Okay.
I got a message for you too.
This is our annual statistic book of the activities in the 911 center. And if you would take that one, I've got Dr. Vance's turn to a certain page. You had asked us at one point in time to start charting ATV accidents with injuries. So last year we created a separate incident type in the system for ATV accidents, and according to the statistic, we're having about 23 to 25 of those a year. So we're able to provide you with those numbers now. If you have any questions on those, let me know. It's a ton of information to digest, but it's a great amount of information that all of the agencies that are represented there tend to use when it's time to go for grants or times to represent what they actually do. We are seeing some significant increase in call volume in the 911 center, up about 1,000 calls from what we did this time last year. So each year we're continuing to see additional calls. We go back to some of the records there in 1994 where we were answering about 10,000 calls a year, and now it's up to about 14,000. So we're seeing a steady increase as the county does grow and we see more change within the county. But if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.
Alan, back earlier we talked about trying to help the American Legion as a emergency shelter area, and they were wanting a generator. And they told me yesterday, run to Theodore Sloan yesterday, he said that what they determined their need, some guy, some electrical guy told them they needed 17,000 K generator run off of natural gas. So I just thought I'd pass that along to you. You can see what kind of price, look around.
Well, actually, there's some 20 kW generators that are on state bid. The bid expires, I think, at the end of this month, and it's on the agenda of the state purchasing office. They constantly keep a generator on state bid for the tower sites, so the new state digital system. So there'll be a new one, but I would recommend that if they're going at 17, you get 20, because you don't want to ever buy a generator the size that they need today. Buy something for what you think they might be in 5 years from now. But is that something that the commission is interested in helping out with, or is that something that?
Well, I think what I'd like to do is just you be to think about it and us talk about it, see if it works into the overall plan as a place, as an emergency area for shelter in place. That's what they're wanting, to have places that feed people and shelter.
We did receive notification that a grant that we applied for was approved for a generator for the Harts Tower site. So the Harts Tower, which up to this point we have not been able to afford to put a generator at, we will be receiving some Homeland Security dollars for that. They would put about $25,000 to go to Harts Creek.
So a 20,000 K would be, have any idea ballpark what we're talking about money-wise?
You're talking between $15,000 and $20,000 to install. It's going to be dependent upon the shape and the condition of the electrical system that they have in their building, and if somebody has to go in there and do a whole lot